I did write it down. I was responsible. All right. Good afternoon, everybody. This is round one, match two of the HLL International Association Suicide Prevention Tournament. This is to raise money for the International Association of Suicide Prevention, whose goal is to provide help for those who are having suicidal thoughts and work at preventing said suicides. All right. Here today we have First Lieutenant Rob.
Hello.
And we have Corporal Strider.
Evening.
Along with me, Corporal Sparrow. Today we're on St. Mary Lee's with the 7th Cav versus the Line and Big Red 1.
Alrighty, and we're off. Let's see.
All right, and I did write it down this time.
So proud of you. Okay, so quick numbers check. Can we move Sergeant Goal and recruit Calderon over Sparrow?
Yes.
Or
I got them.
Strider. Looks like somehow they got swapped to the wrong team. And then Goal.
Yes.
Yeah, it swapped somebody back.
And Calderon again.
Why did he get swapped back?
He probably swapped himself and then you swapped him.
He's a recruit. He shouldn't be able to do that. All
No,
right, he's
swap in game.
Well, it should have a timer at the beginning, shouldn't it?
Who knows?
All right.
Okay, so we're off.
Okay, so we're fighting over Hospice, Western Approach, and Artillery Battery. It's going to be very different from, I guess, our first set of matches, which were all over the center point. You can go and watch those in our YouTube channel for the 7th Cav.
Alrighty, so we're off. So it looks like the 7 Cav is opening move is they're getting that supply truck up. Oh, critical mistake. I think they just got their supply truck stuck. Oh no. Well, that's gonna cost them dearly. How we doing on BR1 side?
Well, they're already pretty far pushed up. They're dropping supplies to get a garrison down, it looks like. There's actually a good number that are approaching on the south side of the map and maybe looking to control the center point in order to push into Hospice more freely.
Nice. Yeah, it looks like 7 Cav is trying to get together, rally to the point. Their truck's unstuck, so they're back on, heading towards Hospice.
Is anybody in the cab going to the center point at all, or is everybody going for the point?
Looks like there's
supply trucks leading the
Yeah, it looks like their supply truck, despite a minor hiccup, is now moving. So actually, it looks like the supply truck's gonna be getting there around the same time as this Panther. Oh, that Panther's gonna be
I'm like, this supply truck's gonna go boom.
Yeah, this supply truck's having a hard time driving. Oh well.
Yeah, he's dead.
It's also interesting that light vehicle is already pushing up to artillery battery for the Germans, really kind of throwing the 7 Cav off their push. They're stopped outside of artillery battery. Nobody's pushed it forward.
Oh wow, Big Red 1
super
just
aggressive.
Already the supply truck on the road with 2nd Lieutenant Savage in it. And it looks like a transport truck's just pulled up.
Yeah, and right now it looks like BR1 is on the point, so they've pretty successfully intercepted any opening push from
that is
7 Cav.
sneaky. There's a Panzer III in the hay. I didn't notice it before because it's very...
That's what I was just saying, yeah. BR1 pushed up the light tank just to take out supply trucks and transport trucks, completely stopping their push forward.
And now they have a Panther pretty much in a perfect spot to hold down the opening front, and I think BR1 has really successfully taken control of Hospice.
Yeah, BR1 was able to just push in and just keep it fairly free of any kind of action. Yeah, it looks like that light tank's targets are purely trucks. It's ignoring all infantry and just going straight for the truck.
So Big Red One does a lot of small 2-man squads. That's what I'm noticing. They have a lot of squad leaders using to defend the point.
Looks like there's a Sherman 75 coming up to take on that Panther head on, so it can give the infantry the time and support.
As it gets flanked from behind by the Lux.
Yeah, but the Lux is not going to be able to do anything or penetrate the armor of the 75. It's just there for a distraction.
Yeah, and the 75 is toast because we got a Tiger and a Panther on it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that 5 armor squad's really coming on. I just took a ricochet to the face through my admin cam. Wow.
Nice.
But,
what a
yeah,
shot.
those 5 armor squads are really showing. It's just amazing.
Man, they need to get this anti-tank to go take out this Panther. Like, they have not dealt with these tanks well at all.
There's nothing really that they can do. Panther is covering the open fields, and then the Tiger's just sitting behind waiting for them to push.
Yeah, the Panther's about to get taken out here.
Oh,
there goes the Panther.
Yep, there goes the Lux.
Panther and Tiger is still at large.
Looks like the 7 Cav is starting to really kind of gain back their footing, though.
Probably one with the powerhouse of an opening move, though. Holy cow.
No kidding.
That was excellent. That was pretty textbook. Just shut down every kind of opening play to get up to the move.
Gave time for all of the armor to get up there, and for BR1 just to get the point just locked down.
So it looks like the U.S. has decided to go for a recon vehicle. They're the only ones on the point right now.
Yeah.
He's about to get run into some AT here.
Yeah. So the Panther and Tiger, Tiger's on hospice. Panther's starting to move into artillery. About 1 squad size element starting to counter.
The Panther's starting to fall back, realizing he doesn't have very much infantry to cover him. Tiger's starting to push back up. It's also kind of interesting. If you're really far away and you're looking at tanks, you can see the shadows of the crewmen inside of the tank. And not the tank itself. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, the tags for the tanks don't show up. It's why I had a hard time spotting the Panther 3 in that wheat field, is because it's barely taller than the wheat, and it's almost identical in color.
It really is. Even highlighted, it's still hard to see. I wouldn't have seen it unless I opened my map. 7 Cav looks like they're building some construction out in the middle of the field to try and help their push, but the Tiger's about to shut that down right quick.
Yeah, the problem is that it seems like with the Cav, they try and push. They're trying to push the most direct route onto the point, which is fine, but it seems like in this case you'd want to control the center of town and make flanks down the street. Just because this open field's not going to do you any favors, especially when you're not winning with armor.
That'll most likely happen once they start to realize it and start to kind of get their wits back together. After such a smash-out, knockout push from that Panzer III, it'll take a few minutes to recover, I guess.
Yeah, I would honestly say, though, I kind of like what they're doing because they have... Now their offense is going to work as defense. So, you know, they can regroup and kind of reset. But yeah, trying to take that southern field approach with armor superiority, it's never going to happen. They do.
Somebody needs to tell Wolf that you can't shoot a rocket in front of the Tiger anymore. He just shot 2 rockets at the front of a Tiger.
He's like, get suppressed. So let's see. So what's BR1 doing on offense right now? From my perspective, they still have most of their forces on hospice.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to push more the center of the map and then attack artillery battery from the south.
Looks like Jig Squad from the 7 Cav is a good blocking position for the flank. So right now, 7 Cav actually is a pretty good spread, but so does BR1. BR1 has at least 1 squad element secured back on the point. and they're kind of just using an open spread. Right now, the armor on BR1 is dominant.
Yeah.
They got really lucky with the middle point. If it had been Church, it really kind of would have been against them. And I feel like the Cav might have done a little bit better.
Yeah, but in this map, Checkpoint and the Hospice are both armor-friendly points.
Agreed.
So you can really get it done. And honestly, that Lux got it in the backfield so fast. That was so effective. They were literally in the backfield before the supply truck could even get up. So it just goes to show some standard good driving goes a really long way.
Very true. And the fact that it ignored infantry and went straight for truck. It knew where those trucks were going to be, and it sniped them and just pushed for that, ignoring all infantry.
Yeah, especially on this map where you really have to use the roads because your trucks can't really get over any of the blockages or the natural terrain.
That and their armor setup and the positions that are in their armor are picture perfect. There's really no way for the Cav to get around either of these armors without going through wide open field, and both armor positions are flanked by friendly infantry.
It looks like there's a couple of privates trying to get on top of this tank here.
It looks like a 76 got pulled out, but it's being flanked by the Puma. This Puma is probably, it might just take it out. The fact that it's a 2-man, 3-man tank.
I will say
actually, I'm not sure.
BR1's getting some success. Oh, double bombing runs.
Oh, that double bombing runs.
Seems like most were pretty ineffective. Ooh, did it get the Tiger?
Ooh, it took the Tiger. It took the Tiger out.
Wow.
But there's another tank rolling up behind that bombing run. It's like another Tiger rolling through the point of hospital.
So it's
I gotta say, I've never seen a team use tanks as effectively as Big Red 1.
Yeah, that was
Big Red 1 has this entire point surrounded by tanks. And they're pushing up a fourth one to do even more damage. Man, I didn't even see that Puma get around. That's crazy that it got through.
It went all the way to the south and it flanked.
It's a good possibility.
And it looks like Big Red 1's actually starting to get some pressure on the cap from the west.
Looks like the Cav is also flanked up to the north too. Or sorry, to the west.
Yeah, I would just use the St. Mary Glees side, just because who knows what the orientation's looking like. So, Sparrow, you watching the attack by Big Red 1 onto artillery?
Yeah.
How's that looking?
So, Big Red 1, they only got like 3 people actually around that point. There's some more in the back line. Hold on.
Well, they're starting to get cap progress.
Yeah, so they've got recon actually at the spawn, and it looks like they've got engineers and stuff in the Cav backline on the roads, placing down mines and stuff. So the tanks are just getting damaged before they can even make it to where they need to be.
That's good. As long as they're staying behind the U.S. lines, it's totally good shots.
We do need to watch H squad.
Oh wait a minute,
we're getting a little close. Looks like PFC Zim has cleared off the point. Nice gunning.
Yeah, Sparrow, maybe you want to keep an eye on those guys who are towing the line just to be sure.
Yeah.
Big wave just spawned at artillery battery here. That Puma is still running around behind.
Yeah, he's about to get killed here.
Yeah, we need to make sure he doesn't cross the line either. But
I'll not have to worry about it anymore.
Yeah, and make sure if you see any assets behind the line, just shout them a warning just to be sure that it's like, hey, let's keep it in front of the line.
Most likely not going to see any more artillery coming out anytime soon.
Yeah, Cav has a solid control of the point right now. I don't know. I think they're getting artied all the way from the. Yep, Big Red One's just
Definitely.
artying the point. How is 7th Cav looking for garrisons?
They have 2 at the moment.
Oh, you know what? They're artying the garrison on the point. And
It's
hitting
been
it
spotted,
directly.
definitely.
So they're just locking down that spawn with constant artillery fire.
Well, artillery doesn't kill garrisons anymore.
Yeah, but can you spawn on a garrison that's getting artied?
If you get lucky.
Happily.
Yeah, I mean you can, but you're gonna die within 5 seconds.
Yeah.
It looks like BR1 is starting to really push in.
I didn't start one, no.
You want to get one started for the match time?
Whoops.
Yeah, and right now the 7 Cavs offense is getting stuffed pretty hard by those armor assets.
How much time's left?
Looks like it's only 1 tank so far.
28 minutes or so. They have 1 Panther RTBing and then another Tiger up top, covering those open
it's
field
slowly
approaches.
moving. Yeah, it's just... And that Tigers might be taken out here pretty soon. Looks like AT's on top of him.
So, yeah, so definitely the garrison's been marked.
They're going to have to move that garrison if they want to survive.
Yeah, and 7 Cav is now down to 1 garrison, so they're not looking so good. It looks like they're having a hard time holding up their spawns.
Yeah. They need to get back on that cap.
So it looks like the 7th Cav is actually pushed into the south of Hospice. But I don't think they're going to hold the point long enough, given the current situation. Like, the only reason... If Big Red One decided to do a big push now and just push to the point, then they'd be fine.
Looks like that Panther's back on the
so there's a Panther Tiger coming in from the south and another Tiger in the middle, so they just have pure armor superiority right now for Big Red One. Doesn't seem like the Cav armor has been able to respond at all.
They're seriously outnumbered here with the Cav armor.
It looks like they do have 2 armor crews.
They only have 2 armor crews, and BR1 has 5. So they're fielding at least 3 tanks at a time.
And BR1
usually
has
more.
Plenty of fuel. They're not even at all in danger of fuel, so they're
definitely not.
Their guys aren't even struggling with holding up their fuel.
They're continuously putting down nodes. How's the Cav looking for nodes?
Their nodes are up. It's just like... Oh, sorry, the 7 Cav is plenty of fuel. My bad. I forgot I'm on our side.
Yeah, it looks like BR1's down to 300 fuel, but they're starting to cap artillery battery. There's just nobody on that cap. Garrison gone, OP's gone.
I just want clarification here. Can the flank garrisons be camped at all?
What do you mean?
No.
I'm just double checking it. I'm looking at
HQs.
Yeah, I'm looking at TL.
Yeah, the north and south HQs cannot be camped.
Okay, I'm looking at TL WW Bane here.
Yeah, just what you can do is just spawn in on that HQ, and if he spawn camps you, you can just go give him a warning and be like, "Yo, let's back up."
He's on your side.
What are you talking about? I'm watching 7 Cav.
Yeah, well, I can't spawn in on the 7th Cav HQs.
Oh, right. Yeah, so which HQ is he on?
He's on the top one.
Okay, so run over an admin cam and just watch him for a minute.
Yell at him, yeah. He just put down an OP on that northern.
Is he recon?
It's recon.
Yeah, no, that's fine. As long as they're not spawn camping, which is like killing people as they spawn within like a few seconds. I think it's fine. Like a recon vehicle just spawned, or a supply truck just went up from there and it didn't die, so. Yeah. Looks like now the 7 Cav is getting pressure onto Hospice, but artillery batteries might be in tough shape.
They just killed the supply truck there.
That looks like
he's shooting at more supply truck.
And then the crossroads is being capped by a recon.
Yeah.
Okay, yep,
Yes.
that's fine.
Yeah, it's one recon squad. And he's way back just sitting on artillery. Wow, they capped that fast.
W. Bain, this is your final warning. This is the 4th time I've told you, get out of their HQ.
So make sure every time you give a warning that your voice activation, so all the warnings are recorded.
Yeah.
Looks like he's leaving, maybe? I don't know. I'll let you deal with that. I'm gonna go back to recording the main fight.
So it looks like there's some cap progress going back towards the 7 cap.
And Cav definitely outnumbers them. It seems like their offensive outnumbered their defensive. Oh, here comes a bombing run in, though. Oh,
that's
Sergeant
gonna be
Wolf,
brutal.
don't go that way!
Yikes.
Ooh, that almost got him a lot of friendly kills in
Right.
that bombing run.
When did they take the point? Did we start?
Yeah, so the good point. So we'll say 108 game time. So they have till 53 minutes. So they have until 53 minutes game time to recap artillery battery. And if you guys want to let BR1 know that they have to hold artillery battery until 53 minutes in game time, and they'll have the win.
$53 minutes in game time?
Yes. Yeah, and that armor for BR1 just continues to be dominant over the 7 Cav. They're committed to that recon vehicle, which is an interesting choice, given that the armor superiority for BR1 is ruthless at the moment. Ooh, that Panther just bit the dust from a bombing run.
Jesus. Yeah. Big Red One is running 4 2-man tanks right now.
Yep.
Like, it's disgusting how much they've got.
Did you catch what Mackie said?
No, I did not.
He's quoting Rule 3. Only recon spotter sniper will be allowed behind the enemy lines as marked on map within the 2 grid squares of enemy HQ. See example, recon may capture strong point behind enemy line.
Yep.
All right.
What's the problem?
Probably because we're telling him to get out of one of the HQs, and he's not completely quoting it.
Give me 1 second. I'll pull up the rule in question.
There's also Rule 6 that says you can't spawn camp the North or South HQ.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying, is that he's not quoting all the rules.
I mean, it's fine. You don't even have to argue with them. There's no arguing. So you know, if they want to argue the rules, we'll just kick them. You know, the rules are the rules.
This Tiger's getting worked over here. Got a tank and AT on him.
Yeah, BR1 has a pretty commanding presence on the point, though.
Definitely. It's going to take a mighty big push from the Cav to get that point back. Panther just one-shot that 75 or 76. I mean, if he wants to waste time by trying to argue with an admin,
Just
Yeah.
it's
I'm all for it.
very simple. It's very simple. You say there's no arguing with the admin. This continuous behavior will result in a kick. Period. And then that's just it. There's no arguments. If they want to come afterwards, that's what they can do.
Yep.
I almost want to say, don't quote the ancient language at me. I was there when I was rigged.
No, it's like really simple, dude. It's like
Yeah.
if you don't want to follow the rules, you can get kicked. Like there's no arguing.
Cav's starting to encircle this enemy armor here. I'm surprised the 75 is taking as much damage as it is without this Tiger killing it. Although the Tiger keeps missing. Keeps hitting the wooden fence.
Those pesky armor defensive impenetrable fences.
And the 75 is ricocheting. I'm watching the shells bounce off of it and hit behind it. Oh, there goes the 75 finally.
Can't take a 75 to a 76 Tiger gunfight.
Oh, looks like AT's out. Simpson got taken out before taking out that Panther.
Yeah,
Unfortunate.
BR1 is easily controlling this central area.
That Northern Panther, though, is really kind of being a bit rude, running around in circles.
Yeah, it's damaged pretty heavily. I think it's just trying to avoid AT fire. It's working. I'm curious, how's BR1 on fuel? Are they really not even in the danger zone?
They're at 641. They've been really heavy with the nodes.
Yeah, so...
They haven't lost a lot of tanks.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I've counted 2, maybe 3 tanks destroyed.
Yeah.
BR1. So it's like, if you're taking those few casualties, you can afford it.
And the majority of those have been a Puma and a Lux. The other one was a Tiger.
Yeah, and they lost a Panther, and 2 of those have been to bombing runs. They lost a Panther and a Tiger to bombing runs.
Yep. Oh, that Panther has got that OP pinned down. Looks like this Panther's going to take the opportunity and start repairing.
Private Dobbs in the back line has been a hero. He's like somehow still alive.
I was just thinking the same thing.
I don't know how he's been hanging out there for so long.
Man, the big red one guys are pushing the line right now. They haven't crossed it.
Yeah, that's
You're
fine.
about to.
Just make sure whatever you're telling them, Sparrow, your voice activation, so it's heard in the recording, please.
Yeah.
So we can hear it as well.
Guys in the Panther and the Tiger, you're really close to the line right now. This applies to all the infantry behind them right now, too.
You also have to be really close, because voice sometimes doesn't travel very far when you're talking in proximity. They are towing the line, though. They aren't crossing it.
Yeah, no, that's fine. They can be up to the line. No problem.
7 more minutes until timer's up.
Private Dobbs has gotten into the middle of the cap point. Wow, what a monster.
Give that man a medal. Submit the video evidence of
Right. Now they have an MG going
Private
after
Dobbs' heroic action.
I've got an in-camera view right now of this house. He's in the attic. There's only one other dude in this whole house right now on the first floor. Actually, oh, you know what? It's an engineer. I don't know if he satcheled the house.
Oh, God.
Our first satchel of the day.
We love satchels here in the tournament staff.
These 7 cav guys on the north just seem to push up. They're being held back by two guys.
And Dobbs just in this house with
squad.
this bar.
Just sitting back.
As more and more of these guys come in.
Yeah, it looks like
he's taken out 2 so far.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a top-down struggle here.
Looks like the German armor has finally been taken out. There's only 1 more tank on the front lines, and it just went up in flames. Cav's starting to put pressure on the map. They have a good opportunity here with that armor not here. Push in, take that cap.
Yep, and they got 5 minutes or so, so really, 3 minutes to start getting that cap progress in.
Yep. They gotta move in quick. The northern approach looks to be making some headway.
And BR1 is now collapsed pretty effectively over to artillery battery, taking control of those trenches.
There's a bombing run incoming. Here goes Sergeant Gould and Private Dover and Private Simpson. They're gonna die here real soon.
Ruh-roh. Oh!
Yep, there they go.
There's the bombing run.
Ouch. That first bomb, too, was
like
right on top of him.
Oh, man.
Wait, how is he not dead?
Right?
He found some cover somewhere.
He found a hole to hide in.
Yeah.
And BR1's starting to push really hard from the what's that, checkpoint side back in south. So it's literally a top one-sided battle right now.
They gotta clear that house out. Let's see if we'll get our first satchel of the day on that house to clear it out.
Right?
Nope.
I'm surprised.
Currently no
that...
engineers. Hayden's coming in though, so maybe we can get him in to put that satchel up.
Yeah, this game needs more satchel charges. It's as simple as
It definitely
that.
does. I agree wholeheartedly. We got the tank rolling in too. Maybe they can smoke it off. Oh, nope. Looks like Hayden went down, unfortunately, to Bamboozler.
I don't care who does the satchel charge. We just want to see the big booms. It's always entertaining here on the ammo cam to see big explosive boom
Tanks
booms.
rolling in just to throw some smoke on the point. I wish I could see who's in enemy tanks.
Yeah, it'd be nice if the enemy tanks were a little more visible, or just
tanks in general just aren't visible.
Yes, I agree.
I mean, I gotta give it to the game developers for actually making camouflage that worked with the maps.
Yeah. Oh, Hayden's running back in.
I will say, BR1 has a very... Oh wow, straight run that actually killed 2 people. That's a first. Yeah, BR1 has a pretty strong hold right now on the point.
Hayden doesn't have the right class, though. Unfortunate.
Real sad.
It is real sad. Doesn't look like
Here we
they're
go,
gonna get
Private Simpson going into the house. No satchel charge, it's AT.
2 minutes left on timer.
And
Simpson has cleared out the house, though. There's only 1 left.
Yeah, and he's
It's
not
an
even
MG.
looking.
I don't think this guy... Oh, he did not know. Simpson has successfully cleared the house. This point is completely empty of all current living BR members. They might be able to pull this off.
Yeah, but now you can see the flip. They're getting the north side, but now the south side, there's a significant amount of BR1 enforcing, and then here comes a Panther to reinforce, and a Tiger to reinforce that one flank.
They finally made it in from the HQ. Where'd the friendly 75 go? Or, I mean, the 7 caps at 75.
I got kaplooied.
Wow.
We only got 2 minutes left.
Yep, but they can still... They have cap progress, so it could go.
I was about to say, if there's cap progress, do they get to continue or no?
No, it's everything sudden death. There's no overtime.
Copy that. They keep up. They keep it up. Dobbs, West, and Mac are just sitting in a trench, keeping their heads down.
Right. Coyote Lee's going to try to mess with them.
Oh, Dobbs.
Oh, there we go.
End, but Pretty sure West is gonna make him meet his untimely end. Yep, there it goes.
Yep.
Oh, Simpson with the knife kill. You gonna get it?
Oh, you better get close up if he does.
He doesn't. He knows. He knows it's there. Oh, no knife kill. But Simpson got the kill in the end.
I love
That
to
would
see
have
it.
been great.
So they have a minute left to cap.
It's over It's over halfway though. Think it'll finish.
I don't know.
Oh, they're losing it. They
Yeah,
lost
I
it.
don't think so.
They lost it. Yeah. Big push in from the
So just
southeast.
real
Plus,
quick,
they reinforced the point.
real quick, say like we're gonna flip the map and they don't have to do anything.
I'm gonna scroll through.
So we got 30 seconds left. Looks like BR1 was able to weasel their ways back in there and get a nice defensive hold once again.
I gotta say, Big Red One's use of tanks is what won them the battle.
Definitely.
Here.
That super aggressive push with tanks.
Plus, it's probably annoying for the 7th Cav because this is a team
can
that
we
does.
do the scores and the countdown for map flip?
Oh, well, we're at 3, 2, 1
to map flip.
Did you guys do the scores?
I did the scores.
Okay.
Yeah.